Welcome to New Reality Awakening, where seekers become finders and stories become transformations. Each week we open the doorway to a new vibration, sharing wisdom, healing, and awakening from the visionaries of the New Reality TV platform. This is your gateway to raising your vibration and remembering who you truly are. This is where we remember that we are consciousness discovering itself. We are love awakening to love. We are New Reality Awakening.
Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to our first episode. This show is going to be about Reiki energy healing, soul work, and real life experiences of how a spiritual journey progresses. We will have guest appearances from like-minded spiritual people here, explanations of how things work in the energy world, and how energy healing can help us all, and we are all connected to it, regardless of training. We don't need training, we just need to reach out and connect with this energy that is all around us. Something that I want you to take from any show that I have here, only take what resonates with you. This is not a step-by-step how-to for everybody. We are all individuals. We are all unique. We have different experiences. We have different genetic makeups. But we are all very similar in many ways, so much of this will apply. But if it's not right for you, leave it behind. What is meant for you will not pass you by. So only take what resonates with you from this. And how does Reiki or energy healing help us? By being mindful and being in touch with this universal life force energy, not only can it help our bodies to heal faster, but it will help us to have our minds let go of things that do not serve us. And the Reiki principles help to guide us through that process, but the Reiki energy is amazing. It can be called on at any time to be able to help us to be in a better state of mind, to be healthier. And it does that through the Reiki principles as well as through the energy itself. The principles are there to help us to get in touch with that energy in a stronger way. We are just channels. We are not the Reiki energy itself. We are merely like a radio antenna, where the antenna on top of our head allows us to tune in to that in the universe. And therefore, we can then channel that energy to a hurt knee, or to someone else, or to our heart to heal our own heart and mental state. We can heal ourselves with this energy. And when we work on that on a regular basis, you will find that you heal faster. And the circumstances that we have in our life that might be a bit difficult to cope with, we develop coping skills through working with this energy. And sometimes it just feels like everything is just too much. And the Reiki energy will be there to support us. The other thing with Reiki is that it also invites you to connect with like-minded people, people who will support you, people who understand that you're a unique, beautiful, individual person, and that your circumstances, your genetics, everything about you is unique. Nobody else has had the same experience that you've had in this world. And because of that, only you know what's best for you. We can listen to advice, and that's when we take what resonates for us and leave the rest. Being in touch with the Reiki energy helps us to get in touch with our own intuition to know what is right for me. We can all see what's right for somebody else. Sometimes it's a bit harder to see what's right for us. And I'm making a joke of that, please. Understand that only each of us knows what's right for us. We may think we know what's right for somebody else, but their experience is going to be different. And we can make suggestions and we can try to help them. But they've got to do what's right for them. And they will do it in their own time. And we will do it in our own time. So we'll start at the beginning. What is Reiki? Reiki is energy healing. It's healing with the energy that is all around us all the time. It's the universal life force energy, and it's in the space in between the particles that make us up, that's in the inanimate objects around us, that's in the air. It's a lot of space everywhere. So there's a lot of this universal life force energy all around us all the time. We're just no longer tuned into it. Or you might be joining this show and you already know about what that is, and you're just reconnecting with that Reiki energy. There are many different forms of energy healing. Reiki is only one of them. Reiki is a term and a process for connecting with this energy healing. There are also other modalities that do the same thing. They're just called something else. But in this show, we will focus on Reiki because it is a very basic form and anybody can do it. A lot of people can do this intuitively without any instruction at all. And children generally understand how to do this. We tend to teach our children to ignore energy healing as they get older. We say, oh, that doesn't work. But actually, it does. So what is Reiki itself? I've explained it's a universal life force energy, but it's always intelligent. You don't have to know how it works. You don't have to know what's wrong with somebody. You don't have to know anything. All you have to do is set the intention that the healing is for the person's highest good. Now, the thing about Reiki is it was developed for you to heal yourself. It's a side effect that people who learn Reiki can heal others. It's not about healing others. It is about healing you. And I think that gets forgotten along the way. So that's why in this show, we are focusing on healing you, because that's where it all starts. The Reiki principles guide us through that process. And the practice of the Reiki principles helps us to get back in tune with this Reiki energy that's all around us. The Reiki principles all start with just for today because they mean now. Because in 5 minutes' time, you might get a phone call that upsets you and you have to start over again. So I know it says just for today, but it was created in the early 1900s when things didn't move quite as fast as they do these days. So think of it as now rather than just for today. But traditionally, just for today, let go of anger. Just for today, let go of worry. Just for today, live your life honestly. Just for today, be grateful. And just for today, be kind to yourself. Pause. And others. And that pause is there for a reason, because you have to start with yourself. If you're not being kind to yourself, you're going to find it very difficult to be kind to anybody else. You may try and you may be able to do it for a while, but in the long run, you will struggle. So you need to be kind to yourself, and you need to remember that. And that is why it is a Reiki principle in that format. Now, all of these Reiki principles are important to practice, but you can't just jump into it and start it. Well, some people do, but it is something that takes time. So I suggest starting with, just for today, be grateful. Be grateful for this moment. Be grateful for the fact that you can breathe. I have asthma and it is managed, so I can breathe freely. And I know what it's like not to be able to breathe freely. So being able to breathe is something I'm truly grateful for. Just finding something you're grateful for and writing it down, that's not what this Reiki principle is asking you to do. What this Reiki principle wants you to do is be truly grateful for whatever it is you're listing as being grateful for. So for me, I can go into depth about how breathing, it brings me life. It's a miracle that breathing in air that is just there fuels my blood with oxygen, which then fuels my cells and allows all that biology to do whatever it does that keeps me alive. That is phenomenal. That is a miracle. That's how grateful I am for being able to have this breath. Now, breath work is another whole thing, but in this show, we're going to be talking about Reiki and soul work. And there's many different modalities that are also out there. We'll be bringing people on who do other alternative healing methods. Most of them started with Reiki, because Reiki is the starter drug for alternative healing. So with this Reiki energy, it's getting in touch with it. You do have to calm your mind and become mindful of the process that you're taking. You can do that with guided meditations, with the Reiki principle practice. Once you finally get in touch with that energy, and we will be walking you through that in this show over many episodes, because it takes time, you will be able to call on that energy. You might be able to do it right now because you've already been spending time doing mindfulness. You may have already taken Reiki and just forgotten a little bit about it. Just breathe in that Reiki energy, that universal life force energy that's all around us. Bring it into your heart center and let it fill your heart center with self-love, that unconditional love that we all need, but we can only share with ourselves. You can't get unconditional love from somebody else. You can get it from yourself. The divine is that unconditional love, but the only one that can provide it for you is you. And when you realize that it's in this universal life force energy that is all around us all the time, it's amazing to realize that you can tap into that all the time. I understand it doesn't sound that easy if you've not done it before, but stay with us and you will start to feel that and start to be able to get in tune with it. We're going to be doing a Reiki Healing Circle at the end of this today, and you can come back to that Reiki Healing Circle at any time in the future. It will be here, and every time you join, you will be adding to the energy of that healing circle. And that is immense because the more people that join, the stronger that energy is. And it's an exponential thing, but you'll understand that over time. So how does a Reiki healing take place? Once you get in touch with this universal life force energy, it's a matter of healing. You can spot heal. You can put your hands on the area, like your knee, and send the Reiki through to that area. You can do a number of different things, but the standard way to begin is to go through your 7 major chakras. Now, chakra is a Sanskrit word that means wheel of energy. It's an energy center where the energy is moving all the time, and our energy centers can get out of balance. So the standard Reiki healing is to just go from top to bottom. You start with the crown chakra, and you focus on healing that with your hands on the top of someone's head or on the top of your own head when you're giving a self-healing, because Reiki is about self-healing. And then after a minute to 3 minutes, you would then move on to your third eye chakra. Then you would move to your throat chakra and your heart chakra, your solar plexus chakra, your sacral chakra, and your root chakra. And then if you're giving someone else a healing or if you're doing your own healing, just reconnect at the crown chakra again before you finish. And that is a very simple process of doing a Reiki healing that balances the whole mind, body, spirit. When you're done with a Reiki healing, it is always a good idea to clear the aura. And that's simply by taking the hands and brushing about 6 to 8 inches away from the body, and then doing a little hand brush to just let that energy go. It just smooths out your energy in the aura that is all around you. And different people have different experiences. Some people work with auras. I tend to work with the aura. I prefer to heal in the aura. But Reiki is meant to be a hands-on process where you're actually touching someone. And if you're giving someone a Reiki healing, it is helpful for that person to know where you are while you're giving the Reiki healing, especially if they're new to it. Because if they don't know what it's all about, it can be a bit worrying if you feel things happening around you, but you can't tell what's actually happening around you. Some exciting things that happen when you're doing a Reiki healing is that you can feel that someone's hands are on your head when actually their hands are on your heart chakra. And so the reports after a Reiki healing can be very interesting to speak to the person and say, well, how did it feel? And they might say, well, it felt like you focused on my right shoulder the whole time. How come you were focusing the whole time there? Like, well, I wasn't. The Reiki energy was. So it's a very exciting process when you get to be able to talk to other people about your Reiki healing. And it is intuitive. If you're giving a Reiki healing, try to keep it smooth for yourself. If you're giving yourself a Reiki healing, but also if you're guided to put your hands on the back of somebody and focus there for a long time, then do that, because that's the Reiki energy guiding you what to do. But if you don't get any guidance, don't worry. The Reiki energy will work. It will work regardless of whether you think it does or not. Because what we find is that after a Reiki healing, even a Reiki self-healing, there will be changes very soon after for the better. And when you become attuned to Reiki, or you become very adept at working with Reiki, you will start to see that the colors around you will take on a more vibrant effect and things will look different. I found that nature started to have a bit of a glow, and in a way I can kind of see the aura and the trees and the flowers. And it's very exciting to me to see this energy in all living beings. I see it in my pets, I see it in people, and it's not scary. It's just a beautiful thing that when I forget, I can't see it. But when I tap into this Reiki energy, I can actually see that. And it is beautiful. So I hope this little review of a Reiki healing is helpful. But we will go into more depth in later episodes. So we will start our Reiki Healing Circle meditation now. So just close your eyes and relax. Let go of any tension and anxiety, and know you're surrounded by love, peace, and security. Bring your attention to your breath and take a few slow, deep breaths. Breathe in love and breathe out peace. Place your palms upwards with the intention to send healing to the center of our circle. Now bring your attention to your heart center and fill your heart with love and compassion, and set the intention that we're going to send Reiki, love and blessings, or healing thoughts to the center of our circle. Feel this energy building up and up until it completely fills our circle with golden light. Feel the energy continue to build until it fills the room and encloses and bathes us in golden healing light. Feel the energy flowing from us and visualize the golden light connecting and embracing us within this healing and loving space. Make your connection to your own divine source, and if appropriate, invite your guides and guardian angels into our circle. Ask for guidance and wisdom and compassion so that we can help bring love and healing to the earth and to everyone and everything that lives upon the earth. So now send out healing, love and blessings with the knowledge that where thought goes, energy flows. Now we will place ourselves in the center of the circle to receive this golden healing energy. So I place Heather in the center of our circle. Now place yourself in the center of our circle. Now visualize each of us in the center of the circle receiving a healing from this golden glowing energy. Feel the energy flowing around us and through us. Feel it connecting us. Feel it healing and soothing us, and filling every cell of our bodies with health and positive energy. Feel it calming our minds, filling our hearts with love, and opening our consciousness to the wisdom of the universe. And now we will place whoever or whatever we wish to receive a healing in the center of our circle. So I place Neil, Anne, Patty Lou, all my friends and family, and our pets in the center of our circle. Now place whoever or whatever you wish to receive a healing in the center of our circle. Now feel free to call out at random anyone or anything else you would like to place in the circle. I place World Peace and the Dalai Lama in the center of our circle. now visualize all the people and situations we have placed in the circle, bathed in golden healing light and surrounded by our love. Now imagine taking hold of the hands of the person on either side of you in our circle, and also visualize taking hold of the hands of all people in Reiki groups throughout the world. Feel the energy flowing from hand to hand and heart to heart, reaching out to the whole of the universe. And now bring your attention to Mother Earth and see the Earth surrounded in golden healing light, and send love, blessings, and gratitude for all she provides for us. Ask that the Earth may be healed, cleansed, and at peace. And now, with a little squeeze of appreciation, release the hands on either side of you. Allow the visualization to gently fade away, but hold on to this feeling of oneness and love. And that's our healing circle for today. You can come back to this at any time and share with this energy, and every time you do, it increases its effectiveness for everybody that joins. So thank you all for joining me today in this beautiful Reiki Healing Circle. And carry with you throughout the week that Reiki is all around you, all the time. And it's universal life force energy. It is intelligent. It knows what to do even when we don't. And it will guide you. You can send it to yourself. You can send it to others. You can send it to situations. And all you need to do is breathe it in to your heart center and let it fill your heart with that unconditional love or light. You can look at it however it works for you. And you will find that your life will change as you start to do this. I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you, beautiful souls. Enjoy the moment. This life is truly a gift. Each of us has an amazing capability of making our life a beautiful experience. Do what's right for you. Find what sets your heart on fire and do more of that. For me, motorcycling sets my heart on fire. Walking in the countryside sets my heart on fire. And I aim to do more of that every day. Enjoy this beautiful experience that we call life.
Keep awakening with us at newrealitytv.com, where there's one truth and many paths.